What is up, y'all? It's that Sports Kid back with part 8 of the college football Imperialism series. The map looks pretty crazy. I haven't done a video in a couple days, so I kind of forgot what was happening. SMU took this area. Oregon State over there. Wake just dominated in that area. Those are the big standout things that I see. Recording for the first time in 5 days. I forgot, honestly. If you don't know how this works, it is very easy to follow. You spin the wheel spun, chose Boston College. Where is Boston College going to go? They can't go northeast. They're over here in the Maine, Massachusetts area. Still can't really go that way. Gotta get a definitive answer from Boston College. That won't work either. Okay, I'm gonna go with this. Boston College is going to get to take this area of land right here. It is an empty space from where UConn would be, but they are not in NCAA 14, so I can't simulate with them. So I left the area blank. So I'm just going to give this spot to Boston College. I think last episode they took the UMass area, right, north of the UConn area, because UMass is also not partaking. Boston College stays. They have been very lucky. 2 wheel spins, and they haven't had to attack anyone. Temple. The Temple Owls are going to be next. They are mostly surrounded. They can't go that way. Mostly surrounded by Wake Forest, but they have Old Dominion to the south. They are going to go north, which will be Wake. So, first game will be Temple at Wake Forest. There we go, and Wake Forest is obviously a much better team. I would think that they are going to walk away with a win and possession over the Delaware Peninsula. But I don't know. Anything could happen. Wake does have home field advantage and a 14 overall rating advantage.
This coin
Team's a
toss
lot better.
presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites.
I changed the volume settings on this, so if like the game itself is too loud, like the announcers or something, let me know in the comments, because I do not listen to these after I record them. I just go record, post, that's it. So if the volume is too loud or too quiet or something, let me know in the comments. I read all the comments. Temple with a 13, now it's a 20-0, 22-7 lead, 27-7 lead at halftime. Are we gonna have an upset? It is 27-14 in the late third quarter. 35-21, 35-28 is a 7-point game. Now it is tied with 2 minutes, 1 minute. Wake Forest scores a touchdown in the final seconds to hold off Temple and come back from a 20-point deficit. Wow. Anyway, if the sounds are messed up or something, I changed. I forgot what it was. Oh no. Give me a second. I think we're good. I did not mean to spin the wheel. This wheel spin is not gonna count. That was a misclick. This doesn't count. I haven't removed Temple yet. Temple is eliminated from the wheel. Okay. And Temple is also eliminated from the map. I'm going to get taken by Wake. Now, Wake has the vast majority of land in the east. I'm still struggling with Photoshop. If you've been watching the whole series, you know Photoshop is kind of a pain. I should have done this in something else. Too late. Anyway, Temple is gone. Who is next? Temple is off the list too. We have 66 more teams. We're gonna have Rice or SMU. It will be Rice. So the Rice Owls, I believe, are going to play their first game. They could play 4 different teams, but they are. That looks like Houston to me. If we're going through like the middle of Rice's logo, which I try to do. I try to go through the team's logo. If we go through there, looks like Rice will be at Houston. This is a rivalry, but I forgot what the name is. I don't know. They used to be, Battle for the Bayou Bucket. They used to be conference opponents in the Conference USA, and maybe in the Southwest Conference. I forgot if Rice was in the Southwest Conference. But they are rivals. Same city. Cross town. Houston is a good bit better on paper, and they are ranked.
It's time for the coin toss now, presented by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
If you haven't watched before, I always am selecting the away team to play, because if I don't, I can't do the simulation like this, and we have to like watch it or something. But I always call heads, and I like to kick off or something. Houston with a 21-3 lead, 28-3, 35-3. Right before halftime, Rice scores a field goal and then a touchdown. Now Houston scores a field goal. There are lots of scoring now. 52-16. 59-16 with no minutes left. Houston with a pretty good win there over Rice. Cougar Red will spread. Now A&M shares a border mostly with Houston and SMU. Rice is eliminated, leaving us with 65 teams in the tournament. I don't know if this is like a tournament. It kind of feels like a tournament. I'm not sure. BYU is selected. We're out here in Provo. They haven't played a game yet. Could play SMU, could play UNLV, or even Utah. Ooh. That's pretty close. If we're going directly south from the logo, I think it hits UNLV. I think this hits UNLV. So the next game will be Brigham Young at UNLV. BYU is ranked. That's interesting. BYU 9 overall ratings, better than UNLV. I mean, and they're ranked. The only thing UNLV has going for them is that they have home field advantage. BYU, it's a lot better though. Upsets can happen, as we almost saw with
And
Temple
now the
and
coin
Wake.
toss, and it's presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites.
The announcers sound really loud to me. I don't know what the recording sounds like though. BYU, easy 3 points to start the game, then a touchdown. UNLV responds with a field goal. Then a touchdown to tie the game at 10 points before a BYU field goal. UNLV scores 2 field goals after halftime, and BYU a touchdown. UNLV another field goal to make it a 1-point game going into the fourth quarter, and UNLV does score a touchdown with a 2-point conversion, and another touchdown. I don't know. 30. Oh, UNLV actually won. Okay. I didn't see that coming. They were a pretty big underdog. We will remove BYU from the wheel and the map. If you haven't watched the series before, go check out the first 7 episodes after this, well, or before this one. I don't care. It might make more sense if you go watch the other ones. But also, the borders are divided by the closest counties. So UNLV has some weird shapes because it's the counties that are closest to campus. I believe it's campus. Anyway, UNLV takes BYU. BYU is gone, right? Yes. Off the map. 2. Who is next? Is it going to be Houston or Indiana or Iowa? Indiana. Okay. Are they still on the map? Huh. Okay. Indiana's not on the map. We will get rid of them. That was a mistake on my part. Tennessee or Syracuse. Tennessee will be the team. Where will they go? They have lots of choices. They could play Louisiana Tech, who has somehow stretched in a very strange shape. Tennessee is going to go southeast. Ooh, that looks like Clemson. That looks like Clemson to me. So we are going to have an Orange Bowl rematch. Tennessee versus Clemson. Very close. Teams are very similar in terms of like overall and such. Clemson, 91 overall, but they have a 90 offense, a 93 defense. They are ranked 4. These are the preseason rankings from the 22-23 season. There's not been a roster update.
We're in the Palmetto State. Clemson Memorial Stadium in South Carolina is the battlefield for today's game.
This should be a good game. Both teams are playing their first game of the, I'm just going to call it a tournament. Clemson leads it by 13, now by 6. Nearing halftime, Clemson scores a touchdown, and another touchdown after halftime, and a field goal, and a touchdown. Tennessee is kind of losing it. Down by 20 with... Oh, they could tie it. Oh, no, they didn't just tie it. They won it. Oh, wow. They were down 20 in the fourth quarter, and they scored a touchdown in the final moments to beat Clemson by 1 point in Death Valley. Wow. I was thinking it was going to be a close game, and it was. So Tennessee expands and now borders a lot more teams. Clemson is eliminated. Who is next? Vandy, Wake, Western Kentucky. Looks like Wake Forest is going to play their second game of the episode. They played a lot. I think it was a lot. Last episode, in episode 7. So this arrow is going directly, almost directly east. I'm trying to go from the logo, since this, I don't know, it looks kind of weird now. From the Wake logo, it's pretty much almost directly east. I'm gonna say it's UNC. Wake at UNC. That's the game. I'm sure you could argue it'd be like Old Dominion or something, because they share a bigger border with them. I'm trying to go from the logo. I'm not moving any logos around. North Carolina. This is a rivalry. Ooh. What's the name? I think it's like a 3-team rivalry. It's like Tobacco Road or something. I don't know. Because, like, the 3 schools are super close together. I don't know. I think there's a trophy. Maybe not. North Carolina with a whiteout.
These guys do not like each other.
It looked like a whiteout. For the most part. Maybe the blue just looks kind of white. 14-0 North Carolina. 14-7. 21-7. 10 minutes in the first. 21-13 missed extra point by Wake. 28-13. 31-13. Are we going to have an upset? I would call it an upset if it happens. If North Carolina wins. Now, Wake, with a lot of scores in a row, they tied it, then they lost the lead, and then, oh, we're going to overtime. We are in overtime, and North Carolina wins by 1 point in overtime. 55-54. A couple 1-point games so far this episode. How far along? We are 20 minutes in. Cool. So, Wake goes down. North Carolina takes everything. But that's kind of the crazy part about Imperialism. You can have one team win 30 games in a row, and then lose once, and they lose all of their progress. It's interesting. Tar Heel Blue covers the East, as they are bordered by the majority of teams in the East now. See, did we get rid of Wake off here? Yes. And we got rid of them from the map. Who will be next? Stanford. Okay. Stanford is out in the east. They beat, who was it? San Jose State, I think. For this bit, their logo is super tiny. But if we go from the logo, they're definitely playing Cal. I think this is a rivalry for like an axe or something. I'm sure it will show us Stanford and Cal. No, it's the big game. Oh, but there is an axe in the logo. Let me... Hold on. Okay. I saw it a second ago that Kent State was still on the wheel. I didn't know if they were. Not relevant at the moment. But, might as well check. These teams are pretty even. 84 Stanford, 81 Cal. But Cal has the home field advantage.
We're in Berkeley, California, and Memorial Stadium, a.k.a. the Plantation. Let's head down to the coin toss now. It's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
I'm not sponsored by Coke. I don't know if you can hear. You probably can. I can. Which means you probably can. The announcers are saying like a Coke ad. Coca-Cola. Not a sponsor of me. I wish. I wish I had a little cash. Stanford up by 13. Lots of scores. Up by 20 now. 34-7. 34-10. 24-point lead. Fourth quarter. 34-16. 41-16. This game is pretty much over. 41-23 is the final. Stanford expands again. If someone wants to sponsor me, then I would be happy to. Even like just, not even like money. I don't even have any headphones. I would like some nice headphones. Cal loses everything. Not that they have done anything. But they're gonna lose everything to arch nemesis, I think, Stanford. These aren't really football schools. I don't know if they have like a... Anyone cares. I know that no one cares about UCLA games, so... Maybe it's a California thing. Just gonna get rid of some of these county borders, make it a little cleaner. Yeah, I did it. I messed that up. But who is that gonna impact? Nobody. Just making sure there's no yellow. Anyway, Stanford with a majority of the California coast. Western Michigan or Wyoming. Wyoming, the Cowboys are going to play their first game. Lots of firsts. About a 50% chance they play Oregon State. They could play Colorado State, Nebraska, SMU, Minnesota. They are going to play Minnesota. It's going northeast From the logo, that is most definitely Minnesota. Neither of these teams have played a game yet. Ooh, Minnesota is so much better than Wyoming. 81-66 comparison in favor of Minnesota. Obviously, the Big Ten team is a lot better than the Mountain West team. The defense is pretty lopsided. Offense too. The whole game's lopsided. Maybe Wyoming can pull an upset and get a lot of territory.
By Nissan. Innovation that excites.
Actually, fingers crossed they do. I like watching the upset games. They're cool. No score on the first possession. No score for anyone. Pretty boring until Wyoming does score a touchdown. They're going to score another one to make it a 14-0 lead before halftime. 14-3 at halftime. 14-6, 17-6, 17-13, 4-point lead for the Cowboys. 26-13. 33-30. Wow, I called it. Wow. I actually called it. 13-point win for Wyoming. 33-20. I never did like Minnesota Stadium. I'm not like screwing with the game or anything. That was like a totally legitimate upset. I'm surprised. Didn't think that was going to happen. I'm sure they're going to go lose to Colorado State or something now. Now they are probably the third or fourth biggest team in the country. But that, if you think about it, that is not good because you have more opportunities to be chosen to play. Let's see, how long are we going? We are in at minute 28, almost. Ohio State is going to play a football game. I wonder who's going to win. So they could play North Carolina, Louisville, or Kent State. They're going to take Louisville. I'd love an upset here, but can't call two in a row. Who's it? Louisville. Ohio State better by like 1,000. Louisville with home field advantage, though. Not that that matters, but yeah. If Ohio State wins, they're probably going to be the largest team in the Midwest, because Louisville took Cincinnati, Purdue, Indiana, and Ball State. I think. They have that cardinal that flies down from the sky.
It's time for the coin toss now, presented by Coke Zero.
Every game.
Real Coke taste.
I don't know if
calories.
he actually does that.
Enjoy everything.
If they actually do that, if they ever have, or if they still do, because these animations are from nearly a decade ago. Ohio State touchdown. Ohio State touchdown. Ohio State touchdown. Louisville touchdown. Ohio State touchdown. Ohio State touchdown. Louisville touchdown. Ohio State touchdown. Ohio State touchdown. Ohio State touchdown. Ohio State touchdown. Louisville touchdown. Louisville touchdown. Ohio State touchdown. 69-28. Will they drop 70? No. Purdue, I believe Purdue, remains the only team to drop 70 points in a game. Louisville is gone. Surprise, surprise. You could play all the games you want, but you screw up against one opponent, and all your efforts are for nothing. Ohio State, biggest team in the Midwest-ish area. A lot of teams gaining area. It's gonna get wild when they start playing each other. Louisville eliminated. I guess we'll play one more game. This will be the last one. Kent State, Louisiana. It will be Kent State. Where are they gonna go? They border Ohio State, Pitt, and North Carolina. Oh, also like Toledo and Notre Dame. In Michigan. Lots of options. From their logo. Oh, this is like their perfect spin almost. From their logo, if the arrow is going directly through it, I think that's taking them just far enough north to move around a Pitt and go to North Carolina. So Kent State at UNC. Maybe an upset. Who knows? Almost literally anything can happen. The Tar Heels are 14 overall better. They also just acquired this land from Wake. If you notice anything, I've probably screwed something up. There's a good chance I've screwed something up. And if y'all notice anything, let me know in the comments. Because, again, I'm not like rewatching any of these before I post them. I'll check for like audio. Make sure it works. Because in episode 2, the audio stopped working.
0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Kent State has won a couple of games so far, I think. They're down 14-0, 21-0 after the first quarter. Drake May is popping off. Down by 21, down by 28, 35. Big deficit, 49-14, 56-14. Could we see a 70-point game, or 70 point? Can Carolina score again for 70 points? For 70 points. For 70, no. Oh! Kent State. Well, Kent State kind of went on a run there at the end. They only fell 16 points short. 66-50 is the final. 116 points scored. It's kind of a lot. Yeah. But North Carolina wins, and North Carolina will surround Pitt. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no. Well, let's get Kent State off the wheel. I have to reinforce this border between the two teams. Ugh. I hate when this happens. Now will it work? Yeah, kind of mostly. Except for Notre Dame. Yeah. That's good enough. Can we paint bucket? Yes. Cool. North Carolina surrounds Pittsburgh. That is not something I expected, as they are like 2,000 miles away from each other. If you have made it this far, please like and subscribe, because I don't know, because why not? If you made it this far, you probably liked the video or something. So hit the like button, comment something. Actually, if you have made it this far, comment North Carolina North Carolina donut, because it's kind of like a donut because there's a hole in the middle. Comment North Carolina donut if you made it this far. Anyway, done screwing around. SMU holds their land for this episode. Minnesota got upset. North Carolina took a lot of stuff. Boston College got that Yukon area. Tennessee beat Clemson. Houston played Rice. UNLV is gone. Cal is gone. BYU is gone. Cal is gone. Temple is gone. That's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. UNC Donut in the comments. Spam it or something. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I didn't make the map. The map is by this guy. I found it on Reddit. The link for it is in the description. A link for the wheel is in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, peace.